She didn't use this album. She saw those meditations as an inspiration for this album. It really is a masterful work. The more you listen to it, of course, it's only a few hours old, so we'll learn more about the significance of some of the collaborations, the track selection, and the lyrics.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still life of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Key, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
I'm talking about shout it going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it's nothing. Nothing. Oh, oh.
I'm talking about shout it going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it's nothing. Nothing. Oh.
I'm talking about shout it going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it's nothing. Nothing. About a woman all day. Man made the car. Man made the train. thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. And man makes them happy because man makes them joy. But after man make everything we can, you know the man.
And I gotta
Goodbye from other men. This is a man's world.
Which is pre-Blacc Liberation. Ms. Baker stated that until the murders of black women's sons matter as much as the killing of white women's sons, we cannot rest. Also, we'll have open mic discussion on the farce of the 2024 election. Please call in with your comments, questions, and concerns. The number is 516-418-5996. This episode is for those 18 years of age and over, and this episode is being semi-casted on StreamYard, Facebook, and YouTube. This is it, episode 23 of season 8. Okay, grand rising there to your brother Che. How you feel this morning?
all right, Shabaka, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Equipment and materials.
Okay.
Yeah, grand rising, Shabaka. Having issues with the internet, so hopefully it doesn't fuck.
So we're having some interference, huh? Okay. As usual.
Yeah, the internet acts stupid all the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here on Ella Baker a little bit. Okay. And here they got all this, AI shit going on up here. Okay. All righty. Ella Josephine Baker was a black civil rights and human rights activist. She was a largely behind-the-scenes organizer whose career spanned more than 5 decades. In New York, in New York City and the South, she worked alongside with some of the most noted civil rights leaders of the 20th century. And keep in mind that there's a difference between the civil rights era and the black empowerment era. W.B. Du Bois, Thurgood Marshall, A. Philip Randolph, and MLK Jr. She also mentored many emerging activists such as Diane Nash, Kwame Ture. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, once one of our historical figures drops the name of the raping slave trade pedophile, we no longer refer to him as that name, but Kwame Ture and Bob Moses as leaders in SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Baker criticized professionalized charismatic leadership. She promoted grassroots organizing, radical democracy, and the ability of the oppressed to understand their words and advocate for themselves. She realized this vision was most fully in the 1960s as the primary advisor and strategist to SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Okay. According to a biographer, we're not going to mention their name, calls Baker one of the most important leaders of the 20th century and perhaps the most influential women in the civil rights movement. She is known for her critiques of both racism in America, culture, and sexism in the civil rights movement. Okay, she was born December 13th, 1903 in Norfolk, Virginia. And of course, as we all know, Virginia was a slave state. Okay. And then, and she was raised there. She was the second of 3 surviving children, bracketed by her older brother, Blake Curtis, and younger sister, Maggie. Her father worked on the steamship line that sailed out of Norfolk was often away. He was away often. Her mother took in boarders to earn extra money. In 1910, Norfolk had a race ride in which whites attacked black workers from the shipyard. Interesting. Her mother decided to take the family back to North Carolina while their father continued to work for the steamship company. Ella was 7 when they returned to her mother's rural hometown near Littleton, North Carolina. Okay. As a child, she grew up with little influence. Her grandfather had died, and her father's parents lived a day's ride away. She often listened to her grandmother tell stories about slavery and leaving the South to escape its oppressive society. At an early age, she gained a sense of social injustice as she listened to her grandmother's horror stories of life as an enslaved person. Her mother was beaten and whipped by refusing to marry an ex-slave man her owner chose, and told Ella other stories of life as an African American woman during this period. Giving her granddaughter context to the African American experience helped Baker understand the injustices that Black people still face. Okay. She attended Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina, and graduated valedictorian. Decades later, she returned to Shaw to help found the SNCC, the Student Non-Violent Coordinating Committee. She worked as an editorial assistant at the Negro National News. In 1930, George Schuler, a Black journalist and architect, and later an arch conservative, founded the Young Negroes Cooperative League. It sought to develop Black economic power through collective networks. They conducted conferences and trainings in the 30s in their attempt to create a small interlocking system of cooperative economic societies throughout the U.S. for Black economical development. Having befriended Schuler, Baker joined his group in 1931 and soon became its national director. In 1938, she began her long association with the NAACP, then based in New York City. In December 1940, she started work there as a secretary. She traveled widely for the organization, especially in the South, recruiting members, raising money, and organizing local chapters. She was named director of branches in 1943, which is during World War II, and became the NAACP's highest-ranking woman. An outspoken woman, Baker believed in egalitarian ideas. She pushed the NAACP to decentralize its leadership structure and to aid its members in more activist campaigns at the local level. Now, Brother Che, there was some bastard who had came on Facebook making fun of reparations in California, stating that, excuse the expression, to pay reparations is like fucking a woman and having a baby by paying child support. You see, people, these white folks don't love you, okay? And we don't care how much you want to sit up there and be an Uncle Tim Scott and all this old type of stuff. So therefore, I had to cuss this ignorant person out, on Facebook within the community standards. You see what I mean? And what this stupid bastard to realize is that the rape and slave owner rape and slave trading pedophiles brought their slaves to California to mine the damn gold when gold was discovered in California in 1849. See, so all that is bullshit, okay? And also, too, for you integrationists out there, I feel very, very sorry for you. Okay, I really do. Okay, is because you got to look at all the people that died during the civil rights movement, from the 4 little black girls, you know what I'm saying, to those who worked in the civil rights movement in the 60s, including a white woman by the name of Viola Luiso. You see what I'm saying? And you say we don't deserve reparations, but yet though you want to go give all this damn money to the fucking Ukraine. You say that is an insult to my intelligence and very well should be an insult to your intelligence. Okay, the dump, as in human shit. Okay, so I'm willing to bet money, my last $5 over here in one of these casinos that this bastard will be reselected. Last night they had Barack Obama, Slick Willie, and I think some other dignitaries, who are Democrats going out here campaigning for Biden. Okay, it's because yeah, exactly.
Pro Biden. That motherfucker ain't gonna get my vote. He didn't get my vote in 2020, and he damn sure ain't gonna get my vote in 2020.
Hey man,
that's Democratic shows later for y'all. Y'all need to fuck them.
Yes, sir. I'm going to be on the couch. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's because we do not have time to be sitting up here, man, you know, worrying about those who hate and despise us simply because of who and what we are. It's asinine. You know what I'm saying? It really is, you know.
And
So
Biden ain't said nothing he was going to do for us. Biden ain't said a motherfucking thing he's going to do for us. Shabaki. He doing shit for everybody but us. He for the fucking non-so immigrants. He
okay, you
doing shit for
faded out,
the
brother
gays.
Che.
That's that damn hate crime deal.
Okay, and then also too checking the chat room. I see we got a call out of Southern California. Okay, caller, you know, just press one would be more than happy. Oh, okay, we got a caller. Okay, okay, all right, 310. Your mic is on mute. Hey, how you doing, man? Thank you for calling back once again, man. It's always a pleasure, man. How's Southern California, man? It's windy
Oh
out
no,
here in
this is Brother
Nevada.
Thomas. Brother
Yeah.
Thomas.
Oh, okay. So you down there in Big D, huh? Okay, Texas, another slave state. Yes, sir. Okay, and that there's Brother Thomas. Okay, and also too, Brother Thomas. Thank you so very, very much, man. You know, for calling in on our last show. And this is Grand Rising, and basically, you know, we talk about the immediate concerns of the day. You know what I'm saying? And then we turn down the idiot box. That's because they talk about the situation. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. And we're taking our background noise, and also too, the main story of the day is talking about another slave city, you know, that our East Coast correspondent. Hopefully, you know, he'll get on with us.
Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah, let me send a link to Brother Isaiah.
Yes, sir. And
yeah, let me send a link to
oh, yeah, it is. And then the thing that I respect.
So, what are your thoughts on that, Brother Thomas? Brother Thomas, do you think that was a terrorist attack, or do you think that was intentional? Because they said that the cargo ship had hit the bridge and knocked the whole bridge off, and that just shows how fucked up the infrastructure in this country. That just shows you how fucked up the infrastructure is in this country. Because I'm looking toward the negligence. Brother Thomas. It's because, you know, man, you know, my early years in my youth, I spent a lot of years, man, up there in Oakland and the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge. You constantly see these cargo containers coming in, mainly from China. And what they're doing is that they're bringing in all the raw materials that they took out of Southeast Africa, transported across the Indian Ocean, prefabbed it in China, and then of course they bum Russian Silicon Valley with it. And then as you can see, all of Silicon Valley is mostly the Chinese is that doing a whole lot of moving and shaking over there. But then you're getting these brain dead, ass scratching Yasa bosses who's thinking that the only way for us to progress is to be a carbon copy of the slave master, you know. I believe in our economic. Yeah, that has to stop. That has to end, Shabaka. That shit has to end. We have to stop. That shit has to stop being incentivized. It's not cool to be a coon. We have to make not being a coon cool again, because these motherfuckers think that's the order of the day, and it's not. The order of the day is reparations. Yes, sir. Yes, and then don't get me wrong. I appreciate the sacrifice that Mrs. Baker had made, Dr. King made, Andrew Young. Oh man, Ralph Abernathy, and a whole lot of those that participated in the civil rights era. But our young people need to learn and know, and I'm sure you'll agree, Brother Thomas, is that there's a huge difference between the civil rights era and the Black empowerment era. Okay, because the Black. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yes, sir. Exactly. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Now, but we're really here in the white man. We coming to Washington to get our in 1967 when they went to the state capital of California. And then J. Edgar Hoover, yes, sir. And then J. Edgar Hoover, with his illegal counterintelligence program, and made the statement that just the organization of Negroes, he said this is like 57, 58, is a threat to the national security in the U.S. But when you look at how they built up the West Coast, through cheap labor, black folks migrating out of the South, coming to California, as you know, Thomas down here in Los Angeles as well, too, because they had us up in the Bay Area where you had a lot of the black Rosie the Riveters near a place called Richmond and Vallejo. And then the same thing that happened down in Southern California with the aircraft industry, Hughes Aircraft, McDonnell Douglas, let me see, I think Northrop was, huh? Oh, okay. All righty. And then on top of it, too, down in the great state of Texas, you know what I'm saying? Well, you had a lot of our people slaved down there in Texas, dealing with cattle, stuff like that. And then keep in mind, you get dealing with the Lone Star State, as they call it, how they used to brand cattle. They also used to brand their slaves like that, the same way to signify this. That this is my property. Yeah, yes, sir, exactly. That part. You know what I'm saying? So, any of those individuals, who want to call it there, and what have you, talking about that we shall overcome, you know what I mean? And that the only way for us to get ahead is to be a carbon copy of the oppressor. They're misinformed, you know what I'm saying? And then, too, out here in the West, folks, we're getting wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour, threatening power outages and hazardous travel conditions, that the forecasters say. So I'm looking for power outages and what have you and whatnot, sad news. We just got over the wire right here. The great Louis Gossett Jr., the movie actor that you saw an Officer and a Gentleman played in Roots, who was Fiddler. We're sad to announce that Mr. Gossett has transitioned, and that is a sad day. We most definitely appreciate, his talent, his activism, you know what I'm saying, and some of the powerful roles that he played, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
And he made history for his groundbreaking portrayal of a Marine drill sergeant and an officer and a gentleman with Richard Gere and Demi Moore. I saw that movie back in '82. But the cold part about it is, folks, and he was the first black man to win an Academy Award for supporting actor. And as we know, as that Sidney Poitier was the first one to get one for Best Actor. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2010 and decided to go public with the news to set an example for
what's the power?
Black men, who deal with this, okay? So he survived 10 years with it, may he rest in power, and our condolences definitely go out to his family. We are charging Sarge with AWOL and desertion this morning. It's because he knew his assignment to be on this program at 1100 hours in the East. Okay, so if Sarge decides to call in, you know what I'm saying?
Where the hell you at, Sarge?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our chat room is open for all of our hate mail. And for those of you that hate us, we really do enjoy your ignorance. We really do. So please.
Where the hell are you at, Sarge? Where the hell is Sarge?
Like they do us, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you, Brother Thomas, man, and hopefully you become a contributor to this platform because we're trying to grow it. We are seeking a way to get donations. Yes, sir. And because, we've been going off here, out of our pockets real deep, man, and we are taking on water, but it's essential, that this platform stays on because after I transition, I hope Brother Che will keep it going on. Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. And then also, too, Beyonce. Yeah, you remember Beyonce Knowles out there at Super Bowl 50 with Black Panthers and black berets, black leather jackets on. Guess what she's doing? Featuring Western music. But you see, but the cold part about it is, and I'm sure that Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. It's because we gave it to them, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
It's
yes, I will.
because what we used to do on the plantations, our people used to sing to breathe as they exhorted their strength. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't under the best of conditions. You see what I'm saying? So when you're doing work like that, to make it last longer, you know what I'm saying? You have to know how to breathe. You see what I mean? And then on top of it as well, too, when we mention these things right here, we're considered racist, and when you know, Brother Che, how our critics do us, and you'll find out there too, Brother Thomas. And please share some of our back episodes, is because we're trying to figure out a way, you know, how we can get monetized on this platform. But we're all over the places because you can search us in Google, and we're showing up, and then a couple of other platforms, and I guess, Brother Che, this is off the hashtags that we've been pushing out there. You know, it's been checking us out as well, too. So therefore, when we appear on other platforms, Joe Gibson, you know, what have you, and things of that nature right there, we get our hate mail, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. And then, as you brought up too, Brother Thomas, is that the indigenous people did try to enslave us. One of them was the Cherokee Nation. The Seminoles. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Yep. Right. Yes, sir. And the Chickasaw is down in Oklahoma, you know, as well, too, you see. So then with the Indian Removal Act signed into law by, who was that there? Andrew Jackson, I believe, Brother Che. Yeah, okay.
Yes,
and what they do, and they marched the indigenous people, you know, going west.
You see. So then with the Indian Removal Act signed into law by, who was that there? Andrew Jackson, I believe, Brother Che. Yeah, okay. And what they wanted to do, and they had marched the indigenous people, you know, going westbound, you know, out here into the Wild Wild West. And that's why you have so many of them, like the Montana, New Mexico, the Arizona, California, Nevada, you know what I'm saying, Idaho, and what have you. Now, also, too, they talk about the Trail of Tears. Well, one of the presidents signed the Indian Removal Act, and the military was definitely pushing them out there west. And so we would go up there in Washington State, and parts of Oregon and Idaho. You would see, you know, landmarking, you know, historical landmarking, you know, of the Nez Perce. Also, too, Lewis and Clark. Okay, we're going to the East Coast and going out to the Pacific Ocean. And that's the same. Okay, so when they got out there towards Idaho and what have you, know, the slave asked for his freedom. You know what they did?
Teacher's Brother Che that made that asinine statement that, well, I thank God for slavery, because if it wasn't for slavery, I'll be in Africa worshiping a tree. Well, anyway, you dumb bunny broad, you know, a tree is to be worshipped is because a tree gives off oxygen. When it comes to our spirituality, we work in harmony with nature. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, we are looked upon and looked downward. But isn't it amazing of how the white rape and slave trading pedophile will sit up there and violate our women, but yet though they want to hang a brother, burn him at the stake, cut his Johnson off, you know what I'm saying? And as the heavyweight champion said in 1974, no, we are not brothers. It's because brothers don't hang brothers on a tree and cut off their private parts and put it in their mouth. You see what I mean? And then down there in southern Alabama, where they have the Museum of Slavery, where they have all these wooden blocks hanging, and I think they're like about, say, 6 feet high by 3 feet wide, and they represented all those who were accounted for being lynched. You see what I mean? You know, but you know, but that there's too much hate. You know, it's woke shit. You know, you making white folks feel uncomfortable. Just like I debated with some white woman on Facebook last night. You know, showing this dude up here making derogatory comments about our people. Well, California didn't have slavery, but what this stupid bitch failed to realize, and the bastard who was up there saying this bullshit did not recognize the fact that a lot of slaves were brought to California to go gold mining. No, yes, sir. Gentleman Thomas, yeah, man, yeah, you got me as a friend, man. I'll go. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back through it, man, and I'm going to tell you this broad's name. You see what I'm saying? So the part that really kills me is where you get these ass-scratching, gossip-bossing ass Negroes. You see what I'm saying? Who will sit up there and agree with this stupid shit. You see what I'm saying? And this is what's so bad. You know what I mean? And then you got these damn migrants coming out here. You see what I'm saying? Attacking us as well, too. You see what I mean? I mean, what would Malcolm say? What would even Dr. King say? You know what I'm saying? Is because Dr. King was a man too. You know what I mean? Okay, but what we said, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. And he was only 39 years old, Thomas, just like Malcolm. So neither one of these men. Yep. You know, that's kind of a trip, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of a trip, you know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Then another thing about Lou Gossett is that has anybody ever saw the movie called A Raisin in the Sun, written by Lorraine Hansberry? Yes, sir. It was also a play. And Lorraine Hansberry, you know, who died at the age of in her mid-30s, she was from Chicago. And also, too, is that it brought to light, you know, about housing discrimination. And then you had Sidney Poitier, and then you also had the one and only Miss Ruby Dee. And most definitely, we want to give a shout out to the memories of both Ruby Dee and her husband, Ozzie Davis. It's because one thing, though, about Ruby Dee, she was a lady, just like yes, sir. Second thing was Sister Guys.
Definitely, we want to give a shout out to the memories.
I certainly hope you remember her husband,
Ozzie Davis. Is because one thing goes about Ruby Dee, she was a lady, just like
did all this bullshit they got going on down there with
Pete Diddy and with Janet McLaughlin, you know, and I certainly hope that these women were not ghetto gaggers. I don't think they were. But when I look at Candace on and all this bad shit, man, that you got coming out there with LA and all this bullshit they got going on down there with P. Diddy and all that, and rapid hip hop and what have you. I appreciate the art of rhythm and poetry. But the only thing I have to say, family, please change your damn lyrics on that shit. Just because it's a very, very powerful medium and it could help black youth. You see what I'm saying? Get pointed in the right direction. But when you sit up here, man, and going in and out of prison and calling your woman the B word and all of this, and then you play.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, because
the only thing that you I want from white people is all of their money because they took generations of our and they're not going to take away their money.
Yes, sir. Because all the money from the free banks. You see what I'm saying? Then try to sit up there and say it was black people's fault. You see what I mean? So therefore, you know, we can't put nothing past these fools. You know what I'm saying? Okay, weather report, folks out here in the West High weather winds from San Francisco to Las Vegas. Wind gusts in this region could get up to 50 miles per hour, threatening power outages and hazardous travel conditions. Okay, forecasters said. So which means, Brother Thomas over there, man, where you at below the grapevine, man, you know, so I would imagine that everything when you get up there, man, at Fraser Park, all the way down going into NorCal, man, you know, is in disaster, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So so I'm standing my
even in
ass right
Lancaster,
here.
man, we get flood warnings and everything.
Yes, sir, because you're out there in the desert. Yes, sir. It's because I'm very familiar with Lancaster. It's because, going across Highway 58, like if you're going to drive from Vegas into the Bay, you'll take 58 across. And you're going through, yes, sir, and you're going through there, what they call that, Death Valley. You know what I mean? Because it'll get up there to 132 degrees, man, at night over there. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. You're safe. And then you'll take it to Bakersfield and hit the 5-man all the way live and hit the Bay. You know how it works there. So all that people, is under food watches and stuff like that. And I was going to go to the Bay Area, but no, I'm not. I'm going to wait for all that crap to go. And then you need 2 days for the water to subside. You see what I mean?
What it's looking like in Vegas?
Yeah. It's windy. Okay, we got clouds to the west towards California. There's high winds out here, you know what I'm saying? But it is starting to get warm. So this place is going to be turning into a sweat box, man, in the next couple of months. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And, and what have you. And then also, too, ladies and gentlemen, here in Las Vegas, they used to have World Heavyweight Championship boxing all the time. Muhammad Ali fought here a few times. Sure, so did Sugar Ray Robinson. And then during the 1960s, when Berry Gordy brought the Motown Review out of here, man, they couldn't stay up on the strip. They did not allow black people to stay up on the strip, man, to 1965. You see what I mean? And so Sammy Davis Jr. and I believe Smokey Robinson had stated, well, if we can't, travel up here on the strip and whatnot, then we're not going to perform. But the cold part about it is what you should have did, in my opinion, is set up our own industries out here, which they did do in North Las Vegas, which is a black section of Las Vegas. And then also, too, our sister in Detroit, Brother Che, our sister in Detroit, she has informed me is that they have a new era Las Vegas. Are you guys ready for that? So New Era Detroit, hey, we give it to you, gentlemen, from what you guys started about 10, 15 years ago, because you got New Era Detroit, New Era Chicago, New Era Las Vegas, and y'all going to love this one. They're having a New Era Oakland, too. You see? Okay, most definitely. Most definitely. Yes,
the Broncos, quit hating on my damn Broncos, goddammit.
Up there in the 5-10, and that's where the Raiders was born. So on that there, Brother Che, you know what I'm saying?
No.
The history with the Raiders, man, and we know we like the Pony Express and the ponies,
Broncos, goddammit.
So you got a cowboy in here?
Oh boy.
Y'all ain't got no sea. Y'all ain't got no boat
with the Raiders and the Broncos. And then, we pirates, Brother Che. You say we can't find a home. We pirates. We pirates too, man. Although we in dry dock.
Y'all ain't got no boat. How the hell y'all pirates?
Well, the desert, man, used to be underwater, man, as you know. You know what I'm saying?
That was a year ago.
Well,
right now it's all about the nuggets. Go Nuggets.
To make a ship sail on dry land. Well, it's damn sure dry out here.
Okay,
well, you and I, Brother Che, we'll go through that in the preseason in a few months, and then also to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Right now, it's all about the nuggets.
Man, you and them buckets, man. You all got to win 2 more championships before I call them nuggets. Yeah, although the Clippers, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Clippers, all those guys in the doghouse, they ain't looking too hot. You know what I'm saying? So we got to rebuild those teams.
They sure are, man.
Yeah. So, but that's another thing too, ladies and gentlemen, about how we still contribute to the gross national product. You know what I mean? Is because look at all the money that pro sports generates. Y'all should have seen of all the crowd that out here doing a Super Bowl, and then the 49ers lost. You see, and I know there was a lot of people upset there. Yeah, you know, because they haven't won a Super Bowl, I believe, in over 10 years, you know. So, but the cold part about it is, too, Brother Shay, you know, just bringing Brother Thomas up to par with us, because you remember, man, when we did the episode, man, on when that bastard man who was the owner of the Washington, what do they call themselves now? The Washington, the commander. Yeah. Now, when he used to sit up there and talk that shit, well, if you niggas don't like the way we're doing things here in the NFL, yeah, you should go on and form your own leagues. Hey, white boy, guess what? You're right. And I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts, man, if you had all of the black players, you see what I'm saying, say, and hey, let's go form our own leagues. It would take about 5 years for it to be an economical shift on it. And the whole general public, man, would go to see the black players. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And my yes.
Don't forget to share the stream to the Facebook page.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got it shared, you know, to the like page, you know, on the SHABAKA'S Black Experience Enhanced, is because they were saying that they were having, they were saying they were having some technical difficulties there from Facebook. And as you know, Brother Thomas, Facebook, PewTube, okay, Stinky Bird, you know, all those are based up there, you know, in the Bay Area. I would say something else, but I don't want us getting hit with discrimination, you know what I mean? And they're over there in San Francisco, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what that agenda is about and all of that. And then I made a post up on Facebook a few days ago, and I'm saying is, why is Facebook so concerned about a man getting a Johnson stuck up his ass as opposed to putting a Johnson off in the kitty cat? You know what I mean? So we're going to expect some hate mail from that. And then, you know, you risk suspension and all that, because that's the agenda that they try to push. Also, too, Uncle Tim Scott. Okay, he's a sad case. The dump, as in human shit, okay? You know, he's picking up momentum. I'm sitting on the couch this election, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to win with either one of these fools, you see what I mean? And then they got RFK Jr., you know, Robert Kennedy's son, and I don't know if he was in Los Angeles in 1968 there, where his father was murdered at the Ambassador Hotel when he won the California primary in 19...
Right there on Wilshire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Near Normandy.
On Wilshire, Wilson, to be exact.
Exactly. And then here's the cold part about it is, Thomas, is that one time I was in Los Angeles, man, and I wanted to go by the Ambassador Hotel, right? Man, so I'm driving around looking for it, man, and then I see this job site, right? And then I connected the dots. I says, okay, they're building something here where the Ambassador Hotel used to be, and what they built over there is Robert F. Kennedy High School, or RFK High School.
What up, Conscious?
They sure did.
Yes, sir.
We got Brother Ron in the building.
Okay, and
then
Ron,
also
tuned to Ms. Beyonce Knowles. Okay, she's doing her Cowboy Carter album, and then I saw last night on Cartoon Nazi Network with Laura Coates.
Got Brother Ron in the building. What up, Ron? Feel free to call in. 516-418.
Okay. Oh, absolutely, most definitely. And then if we get enough callers, we're gonna run it out all the way till they pull the plug
I don't know
on us. You know what I'm saying?
Problems behind that, Shabaka.
So therefore, getting back to the great state of okay. Hey, Brother Che, you remember when what's his name down there, Ted Cruz, where he got pissed off with him down?
Problems behind that, Shabaka.
Yeah, but I liked it when Ted Cruz sat up there, man, and popped the top man off of Corona and told everybody to kiss his ass. He's getting drunk. That shit was funny as hell. He said they can kiss his ass and he's going to get drunk, you know. But what's happening is, though, people with these migrants
I remember
over here, but you
know, they suing them right now. They're suing the Biden administration right now behind that shit. And I hope they get paid
from Africa coming over here.
You're gonna send the Haitians dudes there on horseback with motherfucking illegal redneck fucking Mexicans in here. Yeah, I remember south of the border. Venezuelans want to put them up in nice fancy hotels, and right now behind that all this shit they running amok in Chicago, New York, and Denver. He gonna send
yeah, most definitely.
Hell ass motherfucking illegal redneck fucking Mexicans in here from south to the border. Venezuelans, you want to put them up in nice fancy hotels and Denver. We've had over 3,000 alive in the past year.
What they doing with the Mexicans? They sending them all to all the Democrat states. They sent a lot of them to California. They sent a lot of them
to Chicago, New York,
Chicago.
And Denver, we've had over
all the major black cities. They sending them all to major black cities.
Yes, sir. And then, and I'm glad you brought that up too, Brother Thomas, is because, you know, they got these black mayors like your Eric Adams and the Brandon Johnsons there in New York and Chicago.
Yeah,
and
they're migrants. They're illegal immigrants.
Now, here's the part.
They're illegal aliens.
Out of New York. Y'all gonna love this one.
The right way of doing it, and there's the wrong way of doing immigration. They're choosing the wrong way, and Biden is incentivizing them to choose the wrong way. And this is their way of trying to. This is their way of trying to create a buffer between us and the white supremacist power structure. Because they're going to put them up. They're going to make sure that they're and we're going to become a third. We're going to become third and fourth class in this country, like Dr. Claude Anderson warned about over 10 years ago. Power structure, because they're going to put them up.
Yes, sir.
They're going to make sure that they're efficient. And we're going to become a third class. We're going to become third and fourth class in the country. They're already doing it. I heard that they were giving them home interest.
2011,
low interest home loans.
That he did warn us about that. Yes, sir.
They're gonna start giving them.
And then they want to make them the police. They want to make them the firefighters. They want to make them the EMTs. They were giving them home interest, low interest home loans.
Yes, sir, they are. You see? Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what I heard in Illinois. And then they want to ask an Obama judge. They want to make it constitutional for them to bear arms. But when we're bear arms, you got to pass
permits. Aren't you ready for that, you guys?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard in Illinois.
Some of the states.
Obama judge said that it was constitutional for their arms. But when we're bare arms,
man, I'm having a hard time getting one.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I mean? And then the cold part about it is they want to arm up everybody and have us, you know, left there as sitting ducks. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to get these single fan-ass Negro politicians talking about we shall overcome. You see what I'm saying? You see how they're playing us people? They don't want to give us reparations. Yeah. They don't want to give us reparations, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they figuring that the only way for us to get ahead is to be a carbon copy, you know, of the slave master. Okay, and we got a call out at 8:10, you know what I mean? And just press 1. I think I know who that is. Yeah, I think, we think we know who that is. You know, very much one of our well wishers there. I think I know who that is. Just simply press 1, and we'd be more than happy to have you on there. Okay, so therefore, we look at the civil rights movement, you know, of what we went through. You see what I'm saying? And then on top of that,
where the hell is Sarge at? He's gonna be court-martialed again.
What they tried to do to eliminate us there in the Black empowerment era. You see what I'm saying? You know. And then I wonder where old Sarge is this morning. You know what I mean? Because he's usually with us.
Yeah, where the hell is Sarge at? He's gonna be court-martialed again.
Oh yes, sir, most definitely.
Hey, that Sarge dude is a character, man. But you know what? I kind of like him, man, because he brings out kind of the best in me, man. He kind of has me going, man.
Sarge is very, very well read. You know what I'm saying? Very much well read.
I could tell.
Oh yeah. And then what I have to do with Sarge, Brother Thomas, I have to go get my books, man, written by the one and only Mr. Lerone Bennett. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's a source of information,
exactly.
You know, that I look at.
On us.
You know, where are you? You know the number, and then you know we're gonna keep telling you guys again and again and again is that we cannot be sitting up here worrying about any other groups, man, because we are in a state of emergency.
They want to use us for our
So
numerical value
groups
when they
no
have
more,
their
man. We
little
can't do it.
issues,
You see what I mean?
and then they
Because
want
we
to
steal our
abandon us
talent.
in our time of
Then when we
need.
do
Them
make
days
some
are
money,
over.
man, then they want to take it away from us. They want to smear us. And not only and the
Yes,
verdict
they
is
do.
still out
And
on what's
then
going on
they
with
want to
P.
use us
With
for our
P. Diddy.
numerical
Yes, they
value
do.
when they have their little
Yeah.
issues, and then they want
Right.
to abandon us in our time of need. Them days are over.
Right. Yes, sir. And
Hey,
then the cold
one
part
thing
about it is, yes, sir. Go ahead, Thomas.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Finish your statement, brother.
Yes, sir. And one thing is, though, the part that I find is so amazing is they hate us so much, but these white boys that go off
Fuck
with
Candace
these ghetto
Owens. She'll
daddies,
never.
you see
Her
what I'm
black card
saying?
been revoked
And
over
then
10 years
Candace
ago.
Owens,
She'll
oh
never
my,
come back.
you know what I'm
She can't
saying?
rebrand
Man,
herself.
if
She's trying to
you try-
rebrand herself.
if
You
listen-
can't be doing all
listen
that
to her
cooning
now,
and
she's
tap
trying
suing
to
for
keep
mass
her
stuff.
way
Think you
back
gonna come
into
back
black
to the field, niggas?
community,
It's
man.
not happening.
Yeah,
Candace
yeah,
Owens.
yeah.
She'll
She's trying to
never-
come back.
Her black
Exactly.
card been revoked over 10 years ago. She'll never come
Yeah.
back. She can't rebrand
Exactly.
herself. She's trying to rebrand herself. You can't be doing all that cooning and suing for mass stuff. Think you gonna come back to the field, niggas? It's not happening.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it ain't.
that part.
No, it ain't gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that
Fuck,
part.
no.
Yeah, that part. You know what
She
I
a
mean?
fucking
And then the
Caribbean
cold
citizen.
part about it is, man, is that they're gonna sit up here and gonna say, well, you know, and she speaks for all of us and all this old type of shit. No, nothing could be.
Talk about black on black crime.
Anybody
Talk
that
about we're
denigrates
our
black
own
people.
worst enemy and all that
Yes,
dumb
sir.
stupid
They love
shit.
anybody that denigrates black people. You could
Yes,
be the
sir.
blackest person on the planet. Talk about black people, and they will love you.
Yes, sir.
Talk
Yes,
about
sir.
black
You
on black
know.
crime. Talk about we're
Yeah.
our own worst enemy and all that dumb stupid shit.
Yes, sir. You see what
Well,
I'm saying? But it's
they keep
perpetuated,
saying
you
it
know,
was
by
it was the
outside
civil rights
force.
generation
You
that was
see what
responsible
I'm
for that
saying?
94
You know,
crime
but
bill.
they
They
don't
pushed
wanna tell you
Biden and
that
Clinton to
part.
pass
You know what
that
I
shit.
mean? You know, look at the crack epidemic that hit the inner cities. You see what I'm saying? And what have you? You know, we don't control the importation of that.
It was the civil rights generation that was responsible for that 94 crime bill. They pushed Biden and Clinton to pass that shit.
Yeah, they did. And then even Clinton said is that it was wrong anyway. That was one of his biggest mistakes, you see.
Hey, you know what?
Yes, sir.
The war on poverty was code for war on black people, just like the war on drugs was code for war on black people.
Nixon era. Nixon era.
Oh,
started
yeah.
that war on drugs.
The war on
And
poverty.
then-
yes. Yes, sir. You're
And then he
absolutely
followed up
correct
with
on
what Ronald Reagan did. Come and follow up
It was
with.
bipartisan. It was a bipartisan effort. They both worked in unison
Yeah.
to do that shit.
It was all designed to attack us. And it was done by the
Yes, sir.
Republicans and the Democrats. It was done by
Yes, sir.
both
Yeah, they
parties.
were all in cahoots with it together. You know what I'm
It was a
saying?
bipartisan effort. They both worked
Yes,
in
sir.
unison to do that shit.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a group
See,
effort.
that's a
One thing you have to understand about politics, one cannot
Yes, sir.
last or be in operation without the other. You need both parties
Exactly.
in order to make this shit work.
Yeah, exactly.
I finally got it together.
Yes,
because
sir.
it
You
looked like
see
you were
what I'm
having a
saying? And what
conversation
they
with
do,
yourself.
man, is that they just
But
simply,
now
you know,
we can hear
control the
Thomas,
puppet springs.
we can
You
hear
see?
myself. So
Also, too,
this
ladies
is
and
good now.
gentlemen,
Like
we
I said,
were
Brother
able
Ron
to
on the
StreamYard
StreamYard
Live,
said,
Brother
what's
Che,
up
over
to
to the
me?
like page of
Yeah, I finally got
SHABAKA'S
it together because it looked like you were having
Okay.
a conversation with yourself. But now
Yeah,
you can hear Brother Thomas, you can hear myself, so it's good now. And like I said, we got Brother Ron on the StreamYard. He said, what's up to me? And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, ask him to call in, you know what I'm saying, if he can, if he's able to. Okay, so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, from the experimentations that they did on
Yeah, that's the one that said
just like
we have
where,
to exterminate the Negroes so they
whose
don't,
genes
because they're
that they
like
took for
weeds.
cervical
We have to
cancer,
exterminate them. And yes,
research, they haven't
they didn't want us to
compensated her.
reproduce.
Then
And
who was
then they
that
called it
Margaret
the same
Sanger
reason
who
why they call
came
us
out there with
Negroes. We will
Planned
never grow.
Parenthood, you know,
So they're
we
going to
you
siphon
know
off
what
our
I'm saying?
population. Despite everything that they fucking done to us, Shabaka and Brother Thomas, we still keep multiplying, we still keep reproducing, and now they want to be 15% of the population, which we really are more like 30% of the population. So they want to siphon off our population. They're always lying, they always undercounting us. Shabaka and Brother Thomas, we still keep multiplying, we still keep reproducing.
Oh, yeah.
And now they want to be 15% of the population. which we really are more like 30% of the population. Dying out. They in the 50. They're like 58% now. They know their time is up.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
They already mapped it out. They already talking about by 2032 they're gonna be the minority in this country. They already talking about by 2050 they're gonna be the super minority in this country. So they already know their time is limited. They're already dying out worldwide. So it's only a matter of time they start dying out in the United States. They're already doing a good job of killing themselves because 85% of them kill each other, and they don't ever talk about that shit. But they always talk about black on black crime. They already know they're already dying out worldwide, so it's only a matter of time they start dying out here in the United States. And they're already doing a good job of killing themselves because 85% kill each other. And they don't ever talk about that shit. They always talk about black on black crime.
They always showing you images of black on black crime and black people fighting and shit.
Yep.
Well, shit, man. Right. When I was in the military, I'll tell you this, man. When I was in the military, a lot of them caught in the pubs and bars and days we went to downtown Jacksonville, it was always white boys getting in the fights with each other.
And then the cold part about it is, and as you know out there too in Southern California, Brother Thomas, they got a lot of our women out there ghetto bagging, man.
I was just talking about that, brother. I heard that the creator, one of the producers of the Boondocks opted out of it. He said, "Fuck this." And the one that played, I guess
the Good Times, that new Good Times cartoon.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, man! I saw the advertisement of that bullshit. Yeah.
The producer of the Boondocks opted out of it. He said, "Fuck this."
I ain't gonna do that degenerate shit. I ain't gonna degrade my people behind this bullshit. Like, man, I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then keep in mind that Norman Lear, man, stole all of Eric Monte's ideas, man. It's because Eric Monte was the one who was that had the idea for the Good Times TV series. I remember that in the 1970s and 1974. And one thing I will say about the Good Times series is that you remember James the Daddy, how strong he was, and what have you.
I'm glad you going. Talk about it. Spit it out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Because I know where you're going. Hit that knowledge, man. What they did to that man.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. And then what had happened was that John Amos is the actor's name. He had got into it with the producers down there, man, and quit at Television City because, as you know, Thomas, Television City is over there off of 3rd and Fairfax in West L.A. You see what I'm saying? And then, he went there and says, man, I can't do this bullshit no more. JJ with Kid Dynamite and all that old type of shit. So he went on and did the Roots movie. And his career had took off as well.
We also appreciate him buying Josephine Baker's house or helping her create a new home on the Gullah Geechee land they've been trying to steal in South Carolina. And the sister just recently passed away. Yeah, he was one of the celebrities. Josephine Baker's house or helping her create a new home on the Gullah Geechee land that they've been trying to steal in South Carolina. And
is that right? I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, man, I respect Tyler Perry, man. He's a hobbyist just like I am, man. He's like all the control shit just like I do. But
yes, sir. And then, but the best movie that I saw Tyler Perry in, and I'm sorry I didn't get to watch it, but it was called Alex Cross. Man, you know what I'm saying? When
that was a good one.
That
Medea shit, that shit got to go. That Medea shit, he dressing up like a woman and shit, that shit got to go.
He killed his wife, man, and he was hell bent on avenging her murder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, and I got to see it again, man. I think I'm gonna try to pull it up.
That shit got to go. That Medea shit,
but he's the one
like a woman and shit. That shit got to go.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Is because once again they always want our men.
Oh, you did? Did you see when I told them? I said, stay away from the TMZ. They're the fuzz. They're the feds.
A couple of years ago,
stay away from them.
You might have saw the video that I did from Hollywood Boulevard in front of the Academy Awards.
I remember that. Yes, sir. I saw
yes, sir. Yeah, Well, I walked down there.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Away from TMZ. They're the fuzz. They're the feds. Stay away from them.
Yeah, you was right about that, brother.
Grand
You
Rising,
told me to get the hell up out
calling
of Dodge. You know what I'm saying?
Sister
And then
Grand
we
Rising,
got
Sister
another
Shabaka
caller
and
here
Chase.
out of your neck of the woods, brother. Oh, that lady Che?
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Rising,
morning to you there.
Thank you for calling in. Sister Grand Rising, Shabaka and Chase.
Yeah, how you feeling? Okay. And then on top of it there as well too, you know, and I went down there and I did it, you know what I'm saying? And then too, and it's just a lot of the black talent that they stole, you know, in Hollywood, particularly around the turn of the century. Now, our brother Ali, you know, he did a piece on of Oscar Mashore, who was one of the first black movie directors and producers out there, when he was making like what they would call race films, you know, and he tried to do a positive thing. And then from what I understand, Mr. Mashore, man, had revolutionized the art of directing films. So I hate to say, I'm quite sure they stole his talent. You see what I'm saying? And what
they putting the spotlight on Diddy, but what they really need to be doing is putting the spotlight on these white execs, like the Harvey Weinsteins, the Colins, motherfuckers from Nickelodeon, all the degenerates. Spotlight on Diddy, but what they really need to be doing is putting a spotlight on these white execs, like the Harvey Weinsteins, the Colins. Right, I don't either, brother, but you know, they put all the shine on the black ones, though. They don't. They protect the white ones, and that's all I'm saying. Like they
for nobody, man. Lock them all up.
Right.
Lock in.
I don't either,
the black ones, the white ones, the Mexican ones, the Puerto Rican. Lock them all up, man.
They put all the shine on the black ones, though. They don't. They protect the white ones. And that's all.
What they are doing, they seem to be targeting the black man when it comes to this type of shit. And they kind of want to make it light when it comes to dealing with these white boys and crimes and shit like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Matt Gaetz is one of the biggest sex traffickers there is in government. And this dude is still holding office, man.
Yeah.
He's holding office.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like that Harvey Weinstein island, you know, that they had up off of there. And then also, what's the sister's name who played General Okoye in Black Panther? Nyota Lupita or Lupita, if I'm saying her name correctly. Information that came across unconfirmed that they had passed her around, you know, to make her audition and all this old type of stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah.
Are you talking about that real dark-skinned sister that played in Black Panther?
Yeah, she married to a
well, she was General Okoye.
She's from Nigeria.
I want to say.
Oh yeah, but you know, but Lupita, you know, as you know, man, I believe Lupita is from she's definitely off the continent.
No,
I think
that was
from
Lupita.
Nigeria, if I got it right.
The one that had the baby by the Black Panther, am I correct? The one that's supposed to have the baby by the Black Panther in the second.
No, that wasn't Lupita. No, Lupita was the General Okoye of the Dura Musha.
Exactly. Killmonger was the hero.
Michael B. Jordan took over, and she says, "Well, we serve the throne. We don't dig Killmonger, but you know, he's the king, so we serve the throne." You see what I'm saying?
Man,
so that's
Killmonger was the hero of the movie, if you ask.
Exactly.
That last line he dropped before he died was the coldest line of movie history, man. He said, "Man, I'd rather die, throw me off the ship, so I can be with my brothers that died."
I'm glad you brought that up,
man.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, is because as we do know, Brother Che, you know, from my research, both collectively and individually, you do know about those who were brought to the shores of North Carolina that backed themselves up in the water. They didn't have airplanes back in them days, man, and that's the whole of that slave ship was the only way you were getting back. So they backed up into the water and drowned themselves. Now, Ojo Gibson and
that damn Southern Anchor baby, he better be lucky ancestors
but you know what they say,
people, because they would still be over there.
You know, it was the old people that sold yourself into slavery. Biggest got damn line ever
That damn
told.
Southern baby. Oh yeah. Larry Elder.
No, I'm gonna tell you how that all started.
There's people because they would
I'm
still.
gonna tell you how that all started.
Yeah, go ahead, Thomas.
Go ahead.
No, the person that really started that person is your very own Larry Elder. Larry Elder started.
Him and Jesse Lee Peterson. Him and Jesse Lee Peterson was on that dumb shit.
I'm glad you brought that to the
how blacks sold into slavery.
Yes, we can hear you, Lady Tay. Go ahead.
White people. He did that.
Yeah, go ahead, Lady Tay.
Yeah, he did.
Him
Yeah,
and
he
Jesse
did. And
Lee
where's this
Peterson.
tricks book at?
Him and Jesse Lee Peterson was on that dumb shit.
Yeah,
yeah, they was.
And just, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Lady Tay.
Y'all
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
Go ahead, Lady Tay.
I'll take you, brother. Thank you.
He's super
what I was
cool.
gonna say is, damn Jesse Lee Peterson, man. You know, there's days where I really wonder, it's like, this motherfucker really looking at himself in the motherfucking mirror with the shit he says. You know what I mean? Like, he take cooning to a whole new level.
He's super cool.
A whole new level.
Yeah.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Yeah.
A whole new level. Like,
Yeah.
it's like shameful.
Remember
like,
when them crackers was trying to me too him? Remember when them crackers was trying to me too
a whole
Lady
new
Tay?
level. A whole new level. It's like, is he doing it on purpose, like for show, be controversial? Is this really how he lives? Is this really like how he lives?
Remember
Man,
when
he
them
gonna burn hell.
crackers was trying to me too him? Remember when them
burn
crackers
hell.
was trying to me
Yep.
too him, Lady Tay?
Yeah, I was like, Jesse Peterson, gay as a motherfucker.
Yeah, he's gay. He's been exposed.
Yeah, he gay cooning. And he a white man. He's there for the white man. For real, he love the white man. You know what I mean? Like, he might as well cozy up and marry the white man. He love the white man.
Both of them coons.
You know?
Okay, listen
like,
to this
God,
shit
man,
here,
how you live
y'all.
with yourself?
Okay, listen to this crap right here. I'm reading out of this tricks book, and yeah, Elder, your ass and Leo Terrell could call in, and the number to call in is 516-418-5996. I'm reading this shit here by him called "The 10 Things You Can't Say in America" by Larry Elder. Now, here's what he says. Blacks are more racist than whites. Make no mistake about it. The Klan is alive and well in Southern California, and there's a good chance that many of the CEOs who sit in powerful positions could either be Klan members or Klan sympathizers. Now, Elder says racism is racism. Larry Elder, is there a connection between your beliefs in the house and the white woman you have waiting for you in the hills? A black man asked me that during a debate over whether Hollywood conspires to shut out blacks, which it does. I called the notion paranoid and was greeted with that rather charming question. Unfortunately, the questionnaire was typical. Okay, many American blacks falsely and unfairly accuse whites for black America's plight, bad schools, white racism, crime, white racism, underperformance on standardized tests, racist or culturally biased tests. You can't get a loan for a home or a new business. Racist lending officers who would rather reject profit than give a black man a loan, disproportionately high arrest rates. Racial profiling by racist cops. And as you know, Thomas, the LAPD ain't nothing but the LA's office of the Ku Klux Klan. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Same thing with the sheriff's department too. And by the way, man, they still got the Honor Ranch out there, man. Wayside, as they used to call it, named after Peter J. Pictures, who was a hateful bastard. Yeah. You know, and to put it more bluntly, many blacks simply despise whites. They assume white bigotry and hostility toward blacks and feel against all evidence that white racism remains an intense and formidable obstacle. Now, this is Elder. What nonsense.
You know,
so after I read that part right there.
I hope he's listening. I'm gonna put him on blast. I hope he's
right. The white man's draws. He a straight house nigga.
I'm telling you, Larry Elder used to go over there on 83rd and Halldale and buy weed from people over there that I knew, man. Yeah, you talk about this black on black stuff, but you still going over black people buying weed though.
Right.
Yes, sir. Now get this here, Thomas. As you know, Elder says he's from South Central Los Angeles. That fool ain't from South Central, man. He's from the Crenshaw district, man, because he used to live over there by View Park and Baldwin Hills.
Sure did.
That is not.
He's like 3 blocks from the Crenshaw High School.
Yeah. As we all know, that's what Ice-T.
How the fuck you so white? How the fuck is he so white?
His daddy was a bootlicker. His daddy was one of them Pullman porters and stuff. And his daddy taught him, how to do this. Because Larry Elder went to school with one of my cousins, and she used to tell me all about this dude. And So she so they both graduated in the same year. And she said, man, he was a loner. He didn't really hang with nobody.
Yeah. As a young black fella, I would not want to hang out with him. I'm like, because you just fucking me all up. Like, I am free.
Shabaka, whatever happened to that lawsuit he had? Remember that lawsuit he had against NC for not allowing him to participate in the debates?
Like, who the fuck dictate?
And then another bootleg.
Of blackness. He's right there.
Whatever happened to that lawsuit he had? Remember that lawsuit he had against NC for not allowing him to participate in the debates?
Yeah.
I remember
that. I remember that.
And then there's another bootleg partner of his. Okay, there's another bootleg
so was Clarence Thomas. So was Clarence Thomas.
Terrell, and I'm trying to.
Thomas. Him too. Thomas was green, talking about Black Power this, Black Power that. And you see how much boot he is now.
So was Clarence Thomas. Going up the fence and everything, man, for real. Man, he was one of us at first.
Red, black, and green. Talking about Black Power this, Black Power that.
Yes, man, he was one of us. I kid you not.
I believe it. You see what I'm saying? They're dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Now another bootleg who I'm looking up for.
Videos of him on YouTube. They're floating around on YouTube right now. The old videos when he was talking about Black Power.
You know the hypocrisy is real. You know what I'm saying? The hypocrisy is real. And then his other bootleg partner here is, okay, we ain't even going to talk about Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah, we ain't even going to talk about him. I'm pulling up the bio on Leo Terrell now. Now, check this out. Okay, Leo Terrell is a civil rights attorney and radio talk host. He is a news contributor for Fox News Media and appears on various programs such as Hannity and Terrell.
No wonder he ain't shit. No wonder he ain't shit.
At the workplace.
Do nothing as organization.
NAACP. He's a former public school teacher. He became a member of the NAACP in 1990 and did pro bono legal work for the organization.
No wonder he ain't shit. No wonder he ain't shit. Do nothing as organization. NAACP.
Exactly. Okay, now they says as of 2021, he has a net worth of $1.7 million, which is assets minus liabilities equals worth, or equity as they call it. This amount is from his extensive career as a civil rights attorney, among other.
My God.
Okay, now the cold part about it is, people, is that now here's one that you're gonna love here, Thomas. This clown, man, he graduated, man, from Gardena High School in the Harbor Gateway of Los Angeles. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He attended. And then he's a graduate of Cal State Dominguez Hills out there in Carson. And in 77, with the Bachelor of Arts, he taught high school history, geography, and high school history, geography, and economics at Gage Middle School in Huntington Park, California. I know exactly where that is. He holds a master's degree. Okay, now get this here. He holds a master's degree from Pepperdine University and a JD from the UCLA School of Law. Well, we're not going to talk about his career right here because, you know, we are not building this
he
trick
got a lot
up
of
right here.
accolades, but okay. He got a lot of accolades, but
hold on,
having those
Lady Tay has
accolades
something.
don't mean anything.
Go ahead, Lady
if
Tay.
it's not producing, you know, positivity for the people who you need to rally for, like black people. Having all them degrees don't mean shit.
Yeah. Now here's something about this. Now get this here, people.
Because it's paid master.
Yeah, go ahead.
Him afloat. That's why.
I said exactly. I was saying.
He don't say nothing.
But here's my question, fellas. How the fuck is Jesse Lee
exactly
still out live, still doing a show when fucking Don Levy can't hold a job?
Because it's paid master Don Levy. That's why.
It's the same shit.
I'll give him credit though for going off on Mad Salami though.
That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah, they still do it though. They both do it in their own way. You know what I mean? But how the fuck Don Levy just got no job? Can't always get fired. But
I'll give him credit though for
he's
going
doing the
off
same
on Mad Salami though. And he told that white woman she was too old to be running for office.
Obama's woman.
He needed to do that. Yeah, he needed.
Oh yeah, man. He checked him, man. He checked dude big time. That's why he fired him.
Remember when because we remember what he did during Ferguson. We remember what he did during Ferguson, and I'm glad the brothers and sisters ran his ass off the block.
Yeah, he did that just for him getting fired. And we just left it at that, like.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like this, Don Levy was straight talking. He was talking too.
We remember what he did during Ferguson. And I'm glad the brothers and sisters ran his ass off. Professor Black Truth always says, white supremacy always breaks their tools.
He started trying to come correct with some of his stuff he would put out. But it still doesn't fight the fact that you was talking, you were selling the South at the beginning, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can smell the weed. There's smoking weed. I smell weed. There's weed. I smell all kinds of weed. Right. But you can't smell injustice. You can't see that Derek Wilson was guilty of killing Mike Brown.
Do not forget that, man. No matter what they do, they try to stick that kid. It don't matter.
All the ones that get that N-word wake-up call.
Oh, there's weed.
Yep.
I smell all kinds of weed, but you can't smell injustice. You can't see that Derek Wilson was guilty of killing Mike Brown. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he was, man. Yeah, it was. And then also, too, I'm going to tell y'all something. You know, I was over there in San Francisco, man, shortly after that had happened. And also, too, folks, we're going to be going into overtime, man, and 13 minutes.
Oh, my God,
so please,
MD.
Do not
you done
hang
set
up.
MD off.
But I remember,
he said, y'all talking
went
about
over to
Larry
San Francisco,
again?
Brother Che, shortly after that had happened, right? And then I only go to San Francisco when I absolutely have to. So I saw this white man, you know, standing out there, man, on Market Street.
MD. You done set MD off, Shabaki. He said, y'all talking about Uncle Larry again? Fuck Uncle Larry.
He's right. You get no argument for me. You know what I'm saying? You will get like, hey, MD20, what's happening with you? Okay, so therefore, man, I see this dude over on Market Street, man, over there, man, by Powell Street where the cable cars start at. I said, man, why are you doing it?
Over here with the biggest. Tell her stop slumming with the biggest. Just tell her that. Tell her I said that. You know where you belong. Tell me slumming over here with the biggest.
So, yeah, so
stop slumming over here with the biggest. He's not black time over here. Not white time, but black time over here.
Yes.
So therefore, this white guy was saying.
You can see it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so this white guy was standing there on Market Street over there by the cable cars over there off of Powell Street, man, by Macy's. You know what that's at, Brother Che. And he was saying is what Darren Wilson did was wrong, and then the state's gonna let him get off with it. Now,
that was my homeboy's cousin.
And do you know
that was
Christian
Marta's cousin?
A GoFundMe page for a man and raised $5 million for that bastard.
They just raised like $2 million for them. Daniel Penny
up there when his wife Diamond Reynolds.
Yeah, Daniel Penny. That was my homeboy's cousin. That was
they hundreds of thousands.
And we couldn't even raise. We couldn't even raise $10,000 for the chairman.
Rittenhouse got a nice little chunk of money from GoFundMe fund. He got
paid. They hit his whole fucking butt.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
God,
so little
like
Terrell, man, low.
We couldn't even raise $10 for the chairman.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
You see what I'm
we couldn't
saying?
even raise $100 to keep the internet on right now. You know what I mean? Let's just put it like that. But they raised all this money to cast stones at black people, to do the worst to black people. They'll raise this money in the opposition to fucking racial white supremacy, so they could get a leg up or a head up or whatever. But promote their narrative however the fuck they want. But when motherfuckers is really suffering, really damn bad, they give no fucks about black people. Period. That's it.
That's because you got to understand this, sister. America has always glorified its killers. They named bridges, hospitals,
fuck Francis Scott Key.
I'm glad you brought up
them. Cities.
I'm glad you brought up the bridge.
Oh, they were
glorifying
I'm glad you
slavery. The bridge there, Brother Thomas.
We got the underrated darkness in the chat too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And read the third stanza of
the underrated darkness. Shout out to him.
Star Spangled Banner. You know what I mean? And what was that there? Death to the slave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Death to the slave. Who's in the chat?
Yep. The underrated darkness.
America is gotten back to the time during the Jim Crow. They are open with their racism. Last time you seen this open racism, it was back in the 60s. And come back from the 60s on back. And they're right back.
They motherfuckers sat down. They did not stand up. Them motherfuckers was sitting down on their phones, on their tablets, whatever the fuck, not paying no kind of attention. And then when they did the fucking national anthem, they stood right up at attention.
At the last
you
know what I mean?
They sat down. They did not stand up. Them motherfuckers was sitting down on their phones, on their tablets, whatever the fuck, not paying no kind of attention. And then when they did the fucking national anthem, they stood right up at attention. Oh,
yeah, I saw that shit. I saw that shit.
Yeah. And I was watching the Super Bowl, man, after I saw that. You know what I'm saying? I really did.
To be honest with you, I ain't been watching. I'm a writer. I mean, I'm serious about shit, man. I haven't really been watching football, just what they did to Kaepernick, man.
Yeah.
When he took I took one.
Yeah.
I'm still taking one.
That part. Yeah, that part right there. See, and then look at the sacrifice that Colin Kaepernick made, man, when he took a knee. You see what I'm saying? And then, now, let's look at history again. Let's look at the sacrifice that the heavyweight champion made in 1967. Okay? And then, man, and I'm going back and forth in these chat rooms. Well, you know, and I'm not going to call Mr. Ali by his slave name. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell me that he was a coward. Now get this here, people, and you should be able to pull it up on YouTube. Is that he went to the University of Texas? Is because, as you all know, is that he refused the induction in Houston, right? Which is in the great state. Guys, where you at there, Brother Thomas? No, you in Big D. Okay, but he was. He was in Houston. Okay, and then they calling in you dirty draft dodger, you coward, right? You black son bitch, right? He says, you know,
do I have any
if I'm such a all that. And you know what Ali said, man? He says, you know, if I'm such a coward, man, and this, that, that, the other, I'm prepared to die fighting one of you. If I'm gonna die, do I got any takers?
Yes, he did. He said that.
Yeah, and you could hear a pin drop in the room.
Yeah,
and you could hear a pin drop in the room.
They never call me no N-word.
Right, the Viet Cong ain't never called me a nigga. The Viet Cong ain't never raped our women and hung our babies and castrated our men, folks. You know what I'm saying?
Community standards.
Yeah, and then I put that picture up there on Facebook when he said that they suspended me for 30 days. And the only thing
my God.
It was just
Brother Thomas, I done literally had 2 accounts deactivated. I stay in Facebook jail. I stay on restriction. I'm surprised I'm not on restriction right now.
been in Facebook jail more than anybody.
Oh yeah, you know it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I done literally had 2 accounts deactivated. I stay in Facebook jail. I stay on restriction. I'm surprised I'm not on restriction right now.
For real. Yeah. And then keep in mind.
Hey, I'm all the way out the game, so you know I think I'm all the way back. But if Jesse Shabaka, you motherfucking stay.
I lost count how many times. They deactivated my account and put me in Facebook jail for 30 days. I went. They was like, you got to submit your information. I submitted my information. The motherfucker still deactivated my account.
30 days.
You couldn't even do it just a little bit. You had to go all the way with it.
They deactivated my account to put me in Facebook jail for 30 days. I went. They was like, you got to submit your information. I submitted my information. The motherfucker still deactivated my account.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I'm trying to get them to deactivate my account, and I can't.
I love it when they give me the warning. They're like, this comment possibly goes against our community standards. Yeah. And I'm like, they're like, ignore, or they say ignore or delete comment, and I say ignore. I love it when they give me the warning. They're like, this comment possibly goes against our community standards. And I'm like, they're like, ignore or they say ignore or delete comments. It used to be really bad with the race groups.
Yeah.
Remember those race groups?
You know what I'm saying?
These motherfuckers are like, like they don't understand you.
Brother Thomas is so bad. We've had all the coons in Denver block us. All the coons that have media out here, they have blocked all of us. They have blocked the whole campaign. The whole frontline campaign is blocked.
Oh yeah.
Brother Thomas is so bad. We've had all the coons in Denver block us. All the coons that have media out here, they have all of us. They have he's in Greece right now. Campaign. The whole frontline campaign is blocked.
Yeah, and then get this here, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now Jeff Fart, okay, you know what I'm saying? Now Jeff Fart, who blocked me, right? I went to Denver, Colorado, Brother Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Because this trick blocked me on Facebook. What was that, Brother Che? Over a year ago. So I left my calling card at his front door.
I wish we could have bum rushed the show, Brother Thomas.
I left my calling card right at his front door. And Mr. Fart, your sorry ass is welcome to call up to you, ass scratching house Negro.
Good job, man. I wish I'd have been there to witness that.
I wish he could have bum rushed the show, Brother Thomas. Because he got a daily show that he does.
Yeah, and he blocked us all out because you remember
they can pull the plug.
And you remember, Brother Che, and please don't nobody hang up because we got 180 seconds before we're going overtime. Okay, because I got up there and I asked him.
They can pull the plug. They're gonna pull the plug.
Oh yeah. Well, like how they did it to us the last time, Brother Thomas, when you was in the middle of the show making a great point, man, where they ganked us, man. You know what I'm saying? They
always do it. We just expect it at this point.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to my brain of illusions. They're not going nowhere today.
You know they're going to do it. They always do it. But we just expect it.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir, without a doubt. Yeah, so therefore, old Jeff Fart, you know what I'm saying? I called up his show and I says, what are you ass scratchers going to do about, some employment, right? Now,
they're doing business with the same business. The funding done collapsed all of a sudden. Now they ain't got no money for black-owned businesses or bullshit minority-owned small businesses. The damn 9 News.
This, that. It was a beautiful counter. I had to give it to them.
The funding done collapsed all of a sudden. Now they ain't got no money for black-owned businesses or bullshit minority-owned small businesses. the damn
Well,
What
line.
you talking about?
He muted you. He muted you when
They
he said that
don't
Jay
give up
Anderson
on
was
because
broken.
they don't want to repeat Black Wall Street and all that shit again.
Yep.
Exactly. And I've been to Black Wall Street. Yes, sir. That part.
Yeah, and that's why his ass is in Greece right now,
When he
talking about
talking
ain't no
about
racism. He
Claudia,
muted
talking
you.
shit about how he
He
did
muted you when he said that Jay
he
Anderson
said,
was broken.
he said, I'm rich. That's what he said.
You don't even own the building that you're in. You're so rich, but you don't even own the building.
I can do what I want. And yet he
Yeah, that's why his ass is in Greece right now.
He said that he's rich. He can do what he wants.
He got a cultural center in the heart of the 5 Points, and he don't even own the building that the cultural center is. He's renting that shit out from a white couple in Canada.
It's like glass houses throwing rocks. Throwing rocks.
He got a cultural center in the heart of the 5 Points. And he don't even own the building that the cultural center is. And he steady begging for 7 donations. Donations? We steady begging for donations, though. You rich, but you begging for donations. Come on now. Oh, that was a shame how he did Vicky Dillard. We remember when you were rich, though, motherfucker. He sabotaged my campaign, Brother Thomas. I ran for mayor, and this motherfucker sabotaged my campaign. I was the first one to reach in. He always talking about you got to reach in to get on his punk ass show. So I reached in. I had to threaten his ass, but I reached in, and then he go, "Oh yeah, we gonna bum rush the show. We gonna bum rush the show, all 3 of us." He muted Lady K. He muted her. He muted her. Yeah, his name is Brother Jeff, but he ain't my damn brother. Yeah, yeah, his name is Brother Jeff, but he ain't my damn brother. And now they complaining, talking about, oh, ain't nobody doing nothing for black people in Denver. Black people being neglected in Denver. Oh, you think I tried to tell you, dumbass. Oh, he flushing the toilet on him. Okay, I get it. His real name is Green. His name is Jeff Green. I know the nigga personally. He's technically my uncle, but fuck that nigga. He's sold out. He's a fucking sellout. He's a Democratic shill, and he gets no love over here. Anytime. Yes. And that's mine. 10 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, let's hear from Sister Trish. Already unmuted her mic. Sister Trish, if you have any closing comments, please make them. And we appreciate you calling in. Sister Trish, are you still with us? 810-1615. Okay, I guess they're still just listening. All right, Brother Thomas, what is your closing statement, brother? Mm-hmm. Brother Thomas, Bay Area rivalry right there, or it used to be a Bay Area rivalry. All I remember, Shabaka and Brother Thomas, is when I set foot in the Bay, they said we the Raiders or 49ers over here, and I was Bronco down, and we're not giving no fucks. Die hard, die hard. Since '95, I've been a die hard Bronco fan. I got Shabaka and let you know I got all kinds of Bronco memorabilia. I was rooting for the 49ers though, Brother Thomas, in that last Super Bowl. I said I was rooting for the 49ers. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. I would never root for the Raiders. Oh, Lady Chase is sequel to the Raiders. At Allegiant Stadium. Oh, go ahead, Lady Che. Lady Che, what are your closing statements? Hey, we back to back. We champions. That's how I feel about it. No, it's the Nuggets. It's the Nuggets. The Nuggets. We are the champions. No time for losers. We are the champions. Oh my God. Are you a Laker fan? You must be a Laker fan. Yep, Trump Tower. Yeah, it was gonna break them until True Social went on the market. Now that bastard's worth $8 million. 8 billion, excuse me, billion with a B. He's worth $8 billion now. Huh? Oh, the casinos. Oh, Western Power. She's out of the loop. Yep. Stay black, stay dangerous, stay in power, keep your head on the swivel. Yep. Dark. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing they understand. The only thing they understand is bloodshed and money. That's the only thing they understand. Taking food out their mouth. Yep. Yeah. This is right here. This is the truth. If you want to say something, that will be the time. Yeah. Lady K, where you doing with your closing? Okay. Oh, I hear a baby. Hey, baby. Right. Right. What is it? Well, that's our next show. Perfect segue, Lady K. That's our next show. So we want you dumpster supporters to call in Tuesday and tell us what tangible you're gonna get from the dumpster regime. Okay. We lost you. Damn it. Right. Them ugly ass shoes. Well, that's what Biden does. Biden insults and says you ain't black if you don't go out and vote for me, and Musk still went out and voted for him. So we getting it on both ends. Right. Yeah, he's the antagonist. That's the way it's looking. But it looked like that in 2020, and mysteriously, all these overnight ballots came in.
Hey, brother Che, yeah, Blog Talk kicked me off the air, man. Yeah, yeah, they kicked me off the air. Okay, if you can hear me there in the on the StreamYard, you know.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah, Reagan
yeah,
took all that
yeah,
stuff out. That's what I heard. I wasn't
yeah.
it wasn't boring yet. Lady Che was just coming on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay,
Yep.
and yeah, so they kicked me off, man. Okay, so I'm gonna be definitely getting with Brother Thomas on that. Okay, so thank everybody, man, for a great show, man, and take us out.
Carter. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they took all that stuff out.
Yeah, they took all of what stuff out.
I think my generation got the last end of that because after I remember we had wood shop and home economics and all that stuff back in high school, middle school, and then they took
Yeah.
all that stuff out after I graduated. I graduated in 2005.
Yeah, you see, and then the cold part about it is, man, you see, our youth are coming out with no
Yeah.
skills to make a basic living.
But
You see
thank
what
y'all
I'm
for
saying?
tuning in to yeah, Shabaka dropped off. I think they disconnected him. So I'm gonna close this out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chase. Oh, you're always welcome, Brother Thomas. Thank y'all for tuning in to Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chase. This is Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chase, Season 8, Episode 23 of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. We had a discussion on Ella Baker and her contribution to the civil rights movement, which was pre-Black Liberation era. Ms. Baker stated that until the murders of Black women's sons matter as much as the killing of white women's sons, we cannot rest. Also, we had an open mic discussion on the farce of the 2024 election. So we appreciate everybody that called in. Sister Trish, you're always welcome. Brother Thomas, you're always welcome. Lady Che, you're practically a host yourself, and we appreciate you hosting the show the other day. And who else called in? Of course, Shabaka. This is his show originally. And the people on the StreamYard, we appreciate y'all tapping in. Underrated Darkness, Deacon, A Reality, Twin Pyramid. Y'all always welcome over here. MD, you're welcome as well. And Ron. So we appreciate everybody that tapped in. Make sure y'all check us out tomorrow for Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Frontline Black News, Season 3, Episode 52, Part 1. That is our year-end show. So we look forward to seeing y'all then. In the meantime, make sure y'all like and subscribe to all of our platforms, Frontline Black News on YouTube and Facebook, The Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook, and of course, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Facebook and Twitter, now X. So, very awesome discussion. Appreciate everybody that tapped in. And we're going to continue to demand something tangible for our vote. So, the Democrats, the Republicans, y'all want our vote, y'all going to have to do something tangible for us. Even you independents, y'all going to have to come correct as well. Otherwise, we're going to sit it out. We're going to vote the couch in November. And there's nothing you Democratic shields or you Republican shields can say about it. So peace, love, light, reparations, or separations, and Black empowerment.
Always.
Shane Kruma signing out from the Mile High Income and Illegal Migrant Flooded City. Peace.
Yes, sir. Always.
Oh, we're going to go out with... Shit. I forgot what song I'm going to go out with. Oh, I guess we go outside of...